Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Today we are going to start chapter first, The Living World. Children, what is life? Life is a unique, complex organization of molecules expressing through chemical reactions which lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction. So, what do you understand by the living organism? A living organism is self-replicating, evolving and self-regulating interactive system capable of responding to external stimuli. The first characteristic feature that we are going to discuss is growth. Growth is the increase in number and mass of cell by cell division process. You can easily see in this diagram that one cell are going to divide into another cell. So in this process, first in this cell the cytokinesis process is done. After that the karyokinesis process is done. In the cytokinesis the division of the cytoplasm occur, and in the karyokinesis the division of the nucleus is occur, and then cell is divided into two. So this is the basic characteristic feature. Children, in plants, growth continue throughout their lifespan, but in animals, growth is only up to a certain age. However, the cell division occurs to replace lost cells. Basically, growth is the increase in mass and the size. Thus, the non-living objects also grow because due to the surface accumulation of the materials. So, the growth is not a defining property of all the living organism. In living organization or the living organism, growth is from inside, but in the non-living objects, the growth is from external or the outside growth. The second basic characteristic feature of living organism is reproduction. It is the production of progeny, we can say the offspring or the children having features similar to those of parents. Organisms reproduce asexually and the sexually process. Children, as we know, in the fungi multiply and spread easily due to the millions of asexual spores they produce, and in the lower organism like yeast and the hydra we observe budding. In planaria we observe true regeneration is present. So these all are the examples of asexual reproduction. We can say in amoeba, bacteria, all are the unicellular organism. The mode of asexual reproduction is cell division, like by the binary fission. The cell is divided into two cells. But many organisms do not reproduce because, for example, of mules, worker bees, infertile human couples. Hence, the reproduction is not a perfect defining property of all the living organisms. Children, the third basic characteristic feature or the property of the living organism is metabolism. All living organisms are made up of chemicals, and these chemicals are small and big. belonging to the various classes, size, functions, so that we know the metabolism is the sum or the total of all the biochemical reactions taking place inside a living system. It is the defining feature of living organism. No living, no non-living object exhibit the metabolism. The next basic characteristic feature is the cellular organization of the body. The organisms are made up of one or more cells, and it is the defining feature of all the living organisms, because cells, the group of cells having the similar structure, similar function, having the same origin are called the tissue, and then the group of tissue means the organs, and the group of organs means the organ system, and the organ system made the body of the living organism. So it is the consciousness. Next, our last basic property, or we can say the characteristic feature, is the consciousness. It is the ability of organism to sense their environment and respond to environmental stimuli. The types of environmental stimuli are light, water, temperature, other organism, chemicals, pollutants, etc. So children, all the organisms are aware of their surroundings. So it is the defining property of living organism. We can say the human is the only organism having the self-consciousness. So children, hope you are clear with this topic, and if any query you can write in query box. Thank you.